Okay, so good day guys, I hope you guys are doing well. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that this video is for me to give you some instructions on how to access your LMS quiz, which is on the College One platform. The first thing you're going to do is when you log in with your account, you're going to go to LMS and you're going to click on the link of this video. This is going to open you to this video where you're going to see my beautiful face, and I am going to be explaining the instructions of your quiz. Okay? Once you do that, once you've seen this video in which I'm going to give you 2 examples of what kind of problems you're going to see on your quiz, you're going to go to online exams. You're going to start the quiz. The quiz is only 5 questions. Okay? It's a multiple choice questions. So what you can do is before you start the quiz, make sure you play this video once or twice. Make sure you go over your notebook. And then, when you're ready, go on and answer the quiz. You're going to have 1 hour to answer the 5 questions. Although the questions are multiple choice, have a piece of paper next to you so you can do the procedure. All right? So, what are you going to see? What you're going to see is converting degrees to radians and radians to degrees. Now, these are the formulas and their equivalency, so that means that you can write them upside down. All right? So if I'm going from degrees to radians, I'm going to use this formula. And if I'm going from radians to degrees, I'm going to use this formula. So let me give you 2 examples real quick, one of each. If I give you 35 degrees and I want you to convert 35 degrees to radians, that means that you're going to use this formula, and you're going to say 35 times pi over 180, in which case you're going to multiply 35 times pi, and that's going to equal 35 pi over 180. Again, all you did, and this is so you can pause, reverse, is you multiplied 35 times pi, and that's going to equal 35 over times pi over 180. The next step is to simplify this if you can. What I mean by simplify is find a number that divides by 35 that also divides by 180. Sometimes you're going to get an answer, sometimes you're going to leave it expressed. So what we're going to do is we're going to try it out. We're going to divide 180 by 35. Now 5 and 0, they should be able to pan out. So what you're going to do is you're going to use 5. 5 times 5 is 25. I carry the 2. 5 times 3 is 15, 17. That leaves 5 left over. So we don't get a right answer, or we don't get a simplified answer. So in this case, if I can't simplify the fraction, I leave it at 35 pi over 180. Now let's say I have an answer like 30 degrees. I use the same formula, pi over 180. I do the same thing. I multiply 30 times pi, and that would be 30 pi over 180. I can reduce this fraction if I divide this by 30. So if I divide 30 by 30, that equals pi, or 1 pi. And 180 divided by 30 equals 6. So your answer in this case would be pi over 6. So again, I multiply 30 times pi, 30 pi. I reduce the fraction, okay? Dividing everything by 30. And that gives me 180 divided by 36, and 30 divided by 30 is 1. So I can write 1 pi over 6, or pi over 6. So now we're going to do the opposite. What if I have a radian and I want you to go to degrees? So we're going to do it on this case. Let's say I give you 2 pi over 3. Now if I'm going to go and turn this into a degree, what you're going to do is you're going to use this formula here. Okay? So that way the pi symbols will cancel each other out. So you're going to multiply it by 180 over pi. Pi symbols cancel each other out. So what you're going to do is you're going to multiply 2 times 180, which is 360, and then over 3, and you're going to divide 360 over 3. I'm going to do it on this side, but it's a pretty simple division. And that's going to be 12 times 3 is 36. And I bring down the 0 and 120. So that means that this would be 120 degrees. So guys, this is a couple of examples of what you're going to do to answer your quiz. Once again, you're going to go to LMS, you're going to click on this link, you're going to open this video. Sometimes if the link does not open, you can copy the link and paste the link onto YouTube and it should open the account. You're going to observe, okay? You're going to observe the video as many times as you need to. Once you feel you're ready, you're going to go start the quiz. If you need to contact me, you can text me. My number is... This is just to contact me. Please identify yourself when you text message me so that I know who you are, because I do not accept any unknown numbers.